Anyway, what's up? I'm back on American soil. I made it back to the States, safe and sound, and with my daughter, nonetheless. So that's always a good thing.
Who's the mother?
What?
Who's the mother?
You actually.
Oh man, how did that happen? I don't remember that.
What? Oh, I didn't show off this. My other son merchandise. Look at that. He's such a good
Hand
boy.
over the spy here, Nintendo.
What the hell does that even mean?
I don't know.
What does that mean? Wait, no one looked at you funny? Oh, people looked at me funny, dude. There was like a group of like dude bros that were in the airport, like whispering to each other and giggling, and I'm like, you people like 12?
Was this in Japan?
I think this was in America. I don't know. It was an international flight, so there were Americans at the Japanese airport too.
Okay. Because I was thinking, since there are a lot of Japanese people in Japan, that people would look at you funny.
Most people thought it was like a gift I was giving to somebody else, and I was like, yeah. They said, I think someone said, like, is that a souvenir? And I was like, yeah, for me. That's my daughter you're talking to. Wait, I think my daughter's visible in my face cam.
What?
I said I think my daughter's. Oh yeah, there she is. There she is. There's my daughter right on top of Prince Poplio. Prince Poplio.
Prince Poplio.
Look, he has a crown.
Oh, now I see it. You zoomed in.
Nice Clannad poster, nerd.
Yeah, I have more where that came from. You want to see it?
I just hate talking to people.
Well, listen. You just gotta meet some nice people. You don't hate us, do you?
No.
So you just gotta believe that at some point that you will meet somebody who you don't hate. That's basically what I have to remember. Is that because listen, at that school I went to a school with a lot of like it was like half. Oh no, don't hurt me. It was like half Japanese people, half international kids. The international kids were so goddamn annoying. Maybe I don't know if it was just because I hate people, or they seemed more annoying in comparison with the. But like they just shout. Some of them just like shouted memes constantly.
Who did?
Oh, good.
The international students at the Japanese school.
Let me clarify. I hate talking to.
Wait. Okay, go on.
That was it. I just hate talking to new people.
Yeah, but old friends can't turn into old friends if they're not new people.
Exactly.
It's true.
Anyway.
You just gotta like go out and talk to people.
But you know, I would run into these kind of people that you know the kind of people, the people who still quote vines.
Oh, it's my sister.
That's my sister. Well, your sister can shove it.
That's rude.
But anyway, no, I'm kidding. I'm sure your sister's a
I
nice.
can't believe Fireboy's a bully.
I'm sure your sister's a nice person, but the people at that school like were really annoying about it. I used to like the "It's Wednesday, my dudes" meme, but now since I've heard it a million times from people that were really annoying about it, you know how it goes, man.
Yeah, there's just some people who are like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
There was
those few people like your local.
I don't know. Those aren't the worst people. The worst people are just the ones who just stare at their phones and don't talk to anyone.
At least they're not loud and annoying and obnoxious. And the people at my local.
I mean, I'm not saying the people who are stare at their phones are all annoying, but specifically the ones who stare at like Instagram.
Yeah.
You know.
Get back.
So there were 3 people who shot missiles at me at once, and I didn't know what to do.
Missiles?
Yeah.
How are you still alive?
I wasn't. I died, for sure.
Oh, okay, cool. As long as we're clear on that. Is that you? Dude, is that you?
Is
Who,
it?
me?
I think that is you. Oh, that's Yish. That's Yish and R2. I killed Yish and R2. I'm taking a screenshot of it. Anyway, yeah, people... There was one bus trip where this one lady... 2 separate occasions. It was 2 different points throughout the day where there were some birds out.
Vines.
Yeah, there was some birds outside, and she said, "Look at all those chickens!" Twice.
Oh my God.
Twice in one day she said that.
I don't even know any Vine memes. I forgot all of them. I remember Fireboy used to send me Vines. Alright, let me be clear, Coke. The people who stare at their phones looking at Instagram and then just like are also rude at the same time. Like I've tried talking to some people in my class and then in my classes and like I don't know. Some people are just absorbed.
He's just referring to the normies.
Yeah, the normies essentially.
How did Yish die? But anyway,
I
yeah.
don't know. Oh, I got sniped.
No, I know what you mean.
But other than those kinds of people, most people are generally pretty cool. Most people are usually, like 90% of people go in the range of neutral to cool.
Yeah.
This is society as told by Fireboy. It's 90% cool or neutral or whatever people, and then
Oh?
4% obnoxious buttholes, and then 1% cool people. So,
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like technology sort of creates the obnoxious people.
I think
Yeah.
technology just makes the obnoxious people more obnoxious. Like, they were always there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just makes them louder.
It just makes them louder, yeah.
Oh, who joined?
Well, that was the end of the
I'm out. What do
match.
you want?
Hi, Poke.
Hey, it's Poke.
I'm here. Can't believe the whole screen's a call out post at me as I look at Instagram.
Yish called you out.
Instagram.
A direct call out.
I mean, I'll even throw in Twitter too. Like,
God damn it, why is this whole stream a call out post? Funniest thing.
Hmm.
She's just
Aw,
like,
dude, Colin's
Did you
adorable.
know?
Dude,
Did I
you're
know?
adorable.
she's just like,
Look at her.
you know.
Did you know?
Do you wait, Archie? Did you see Colin?
No.
She's adorable. She's got a little suit on and a hat.
Nice.
Sorry, moving on. But yeah, I have a lot of Japanese stories,
Hi, Alex.
so I'll tell them later.
Tell him.
There were so many I can't. It would take.
Go first it comes to mind.
Okay, so I said
He said.
on Twitter, I said I had a little job on while I was in Japan, and that was like a thing that the school had. But god damn it, I got shot in the head.
He's dead.
That's weird. That's a weird thing to happen at your job.
No,
Yeah, no. He's dead, dude. He's like,
there was a thing at the school where you can like go to schools and like help out at the schools, and they'd give you a tiny bit amount of money. And because I want to be a teacher in the future, I was like, let's do that all the time. So,
Hey, me too.
So anyway, it was mostly like elementary school, right? Elementary? I know the Japanese terminology, but I don't know the English terminology. I think it was elementary.
Primary?
It was shogaku. If anyone remembers, if anyone knows what that, I think that's elementary. I'm like 90% sure that's elementary. I think they're slightly different, but they were around like
what's the grading?
they were around age 10 to 11.
So that's
Yeah, it's like middle.
that's like start of middle. That's like the start
Yeah,
of middle
that's
school.
like-
They're getting out of elementary.
That's like that weird borderline because some kids are weird.
Yep.
Some kids are weird. I'm really nice.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Anyway, when I went, I don't know why I'm angry now, but when I went to
I was so angry about
These
this.
fucking kids.
no, the kids were great. I hate like little tiny babies, like when they're like toddlers and they cannot comprehend anything. But I definitely like that age range where they're like they can say things but they're kind of like crazy.
Yes.
Anyway, they got so in Japanese, so you know my actual name is Nick, right?
Yes.
You're like, no.
Yes.
What?
What do
The
you mean?
reveal.
I can't believe you lied to us this whole time. You're telling me your name wasn't Fireboy? I can't believe you've been lied to.
Anyway, when you like say that in Japanese, like when you write it in like katakana, the Japanese translation of my name would be like Niku, and that sounds very similar to Niku, and Niku is the name for meat, like meat that you eat.
Oh, so everyone just calls you meat.
And they got a lot of amusement out of that.
That's
Nice.
funny.
That's good.
They're like, oh, do you like to eat meat? Is meat your favorite food?
Shut up, I'm a vegetarian.
That was it. I think one time I put the kanji for meat on my name tag.
Nice.
They're like, this is my name now, I guess.
You should have just go on in one day with like those big cartoon meats.
But
Hey, kids, look what I got.
can I just say that sometimes 10-year-olds ask really hard questions?
They do.
Like, I'm a foreigner, so sometimes they just go and be like, what do you think about America's current political stance? And I was like,
You're just like,
Anyway, yeah, that's too complicated of a question. Listen, regardless of your political stance, trying to explain Trump to a 10-year-old is a large thing to ask.
a
Especially
10-year-old in another.
Anyway, the Japanese word for candy and rain are the same word in Japanese. They're both ame, they're just pronounced slightly differently.
that's bizarre.
And I remember I went with some of my friends to a candy festival. There was like a candy festival for some reason, because there has to be a festival for everything in Japan. So we went to a candy festival, and at the candy festival it rained, and I was the only one who thought that was funny. Because candy and rain are the same word in Japanese, and it rained at the candy festival, so there was ame at the ame festival. And I was the only one who thought that was funny, and I tried to explain the joke, and they're like, yeah, we get it, we just don't think it's funny.
You don't get it, because then you'd be laughing. 'Cause it's funny.
If you did really get it, you would be laughing. Hey, multiplayer maps have updated.
Walking Dead, like the first 3 seasons of the show were okay, and then like the first 2 seasons.
Don't even get me started.
I
I
would
could rant about The Walking Dead for like an hour.
I would say the first season of Walking Dead is good, and then from there it goes down exponentially.
Do you want to know why?
Because the first season of Walking Dead is like pretty good. It's good and short, and then the second season they went to a goddamn farm and didn't do anything. I mean, I only watch anime.
Yeah, they went to. Yeah, second season kind of sucked, but I thought.
Do you
third
want to
season
know
was pretty
why?
Why? Change of director.
So basically what had happened was they were like, we are gonna hire this guy who's really good at what he's doing.
My daughter fell over. What?
good. Get off your podium. Hello?
Oh.
I was on the podium. You're on my podium.
Oh. There's an argument happening. Basically what they did was they're like, we're gonna hire this guy who's really good at everything he does. And then as soon as like The Walking Dead kicked off, they fired him and cut the budget in half. That's why the zombies look like garbage and everything.
Can I mention that I'm really upset that we don't have a Bowser's Castle stage in Ultimate? If that is all the stages, again, it could not be all the stages, but he sounded pretty definitive. The only time, listen, I'm gonna say the only time that Sakurai has ever counted the total number of something is when it was over. Like during the end of Smash 4, right after he announced Bayonetta, he counted up the, right after he announced Bayonetta and ruined the meta. Now here's the problem with...
ruined the game.
Here's the problem with
Also
Bayonetta.
said-
It's because most of the characters on release in Smash 4 were broken, but they did patches. Like Diddy was broken, Sheik was broken, Bowser was broken. You think Bowser's bad now? He was worse.
What about Cloud, though?
Cloud was also broken. Cloud's still a little broken, but he's not as broken. So what he did is he added Bayonetta, and then they had one little tiny itty bitty patch, and that was it. And then they left. But she's gonna be nerfed in Ultimate, so whatever, it's fine.
I feel like Ultimate's gonna be pretty balanced.
I feel like if they update it, I feel like as long as they don't drop a DLC character and dip. Cause Smash 4 was like getting close to getting pretty well balanced until they left. Until our dad left us and left to go get cigarettes and didn't come back. That's what it feels like. That's what it actually feels like. It feels like Daddy Sakurai left to go get a pack of cigarettes, and now he left us with our abusive mother, which is in Bayonetta.
Bayonetta.
Bayonetta's our abusive mother in this situation, and Daddy Sakurai left to go get a pack of cigarettes, and left us with our abusive mother and Bayonetta. But
now he's fixing it.
but he's coming back. He's coming back. He's got some divorce papers. Sorry, that's a really dark joke, but I'm still.
This is a really strange, yeah.
That's a really strange and dark joke, but I'm still marking it to add it to the highlight reel. Anyway, apparently Boruto is not a meme in Japan, because I was asking a bunch of like 10-year-olds what, like when they said, they asked, do you read manga, and I was like, yeah, I like manga, and they're like, oh, do you know Boruto?
What?
I was like, okay. Also, they really like
Boruto
Splatoon.
and salad?
Splatoon is also really popular with little kids in Japan. Again,
I would imagine. They kick my
I'm not making a large statement whenever I say, you know, this Splatoon is popular amongst little kids in Japan. There was like 2 groups of like 10-year-olds that I talked to, and they were all super into Splatoons. But I'm not making an overall statement of the entirety of Japan. You know what I mean?
You took a poll of all.
I didn't like take a poll. I just like it was a topic that often came up.
I will say it wouldn't surprise me because they kind of kicked my ass at that game. So like,
They kicked my
Japan loves the
ass.
Squid Kids.
What?
Japan loves the Squid Kids.
No, right? Disneyland Paris. There's a Disneyland Tokyo.
Yeah, and they have a Nintendo World. Right?
No, not yet though.
I thought that was Universal.
I thought that that's Universal
Oh, that's
and not
Universal,
yet.
right.
That's not gonna be done until like 20 years. I'm gonna take my grandchildren there. Apparently, I'm gonna have grandchildren in 20 years. That's possible if I get started now.
If you get started now and your kids get started when they're like, as soon as they hit puberty.
Basically. Hey, I have an idea. Let's not. Let's
let's
get.
not and say we never did.
Let's get married and have children at a responsible age.
Please.
I saw those banana snipes attempts.
That isn't controversial, is it? Everybody knows it's a bad idea to marry young.
Yeah.
I mean, marry when you're young, not marry young people. Although, also don't marry young people.
Don't. Bad
Yeah,
idea.
don't get married.
Yeah, just to be safe.
You know what, guys?
Never
Yeah,
fall
don't
in love, children.
don't get married. God damn it.
You never know.
That's the cool thing about Smash, because even if a character gets in that you hate, then you could still beat them up. Because I was like, oh, I don't like Waluigi, I don't want him in. But even if he gets in, I can still goddamn forward smash him with Roy.
Well, he's not. Well, he's technically in.
Can't wait for Sans Undertale to get into Smash.
I can't wait to fully charged Roy neutral B Sans from Undertale. No. But what I was saying is that going back to smashing lollies, is that I don't think
Please assist.
I think Veridi basically got deconfirmed. She was a long shot, but she basically got deconfirmed because Reset Bomb Forced.
Yeah, I guess Silver and Knuckles also got deconfirmed.
Although I don't know, man, because DDD, remember DDD? He was in the background of Dreamland, but if you're playing as DDD, he doesn't appear in the background. Just saying.
Yeah, it's what's his name? Spirit Tracks? Alfonso.
No, shut the fuck up!
Oh.
It's also the same when Crom's in the game and Robin's in there, but he can't do the final smash.
What is Robin's final smash gonna be, by the way?
Crom, it's still Crom. It's still pair up.
How is it still Chrom?
Yeah, it's still pair up.
How is it still Chrom? They haven't shown Robin's final smash yet.
What else would it be though?
Here's what's gonna happen, okay? You ready for
Chrom is
this?
in the game.
Here's what Robin's final smash is gonna be. Robin's final smash is gonna pull out a tome, a special mysterious tome that no one's ever seen before, and from it, he's gonna summon a cookie, and he's gonna hand out cookies to the other fighters, and then from that, and then they sit down and they have a cookie, and then from that, they realize that friendship is more important, and then afterwards, they go to the store to get more cookies, and then the announcer goes, "Game!" and then Robin wins.
I like how you kind of summarized the plot to Awakening minus the cookies.
Minus the cookies. Dude, spoilers for Awakening, apparently.
Friendship prevails.
Going back to Smashing Lollies Fireboy 2018.
I've never played the Fire Emblem.
This entire Mario Kart section of the stream should just be a stream marker.
Basically.
I've periodically been doing that.
Mark every frame of this stream.
Mark every frame of the stream. Just upload the entire 4 hours. Anyway, I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.